everyone, welcome to your favorite YouTube channel, My Budget Ideas. Today we are going to make a Django project on product management. Let's have a look at the requirements first. First, you need to write the code. So you require a text editor. I have used your VS Code, that is Visual Studio Code. You can use any text editor as per your choice. Secondly, we have used an operating system here. You may use any operating system, but the recommended ones are Windows 10 operating system or any other latest version. Thirdly, if we have used your Django framework in the backend and with CSS, JavaScript, and Bootstrap, we have used in the front end. We have also used HTML, but that's a no-brainer, right? Then in the Python, for the Python, we have used 3.5 version. You can use 3.5 version or any upgraded version, and Django version is 2. So now let's move to the code part and let's see what does the code have been hold for us. This is the admin.python. In the admin.python, we have from Django.contribution import admin. So you have to register your models here. In apps.python, you have from Django.apps, you have to import app configuration, and the class accounts configuration, you have taken a parameter as app configuration and the name as accounts. Then in forms Python, we have from Django, we have imported forms, and from Django.contrib.auth.models, we have imported user. Then we have the class named user registration form, that is, and we have taken a parameter as forms.form. The username has the label as username, and the length, the widget, and the attributes have been defined. In the email, we have the label as email, the length, the widget, and attributes are defined. For the passcode, we have the label as password, and for the password too, we have the label as confirm password, because when you write a password, you need to confirm it because it's very essential. Then the models.python, here we have from Django.database, we have imported the models and you have to create your models prior next to that. Then in the test.python, we have imported the test cases and you have to create the test case in this area. Then in the urls.python, we have from Django.urls, we have imported path. Then from all the modules, we have imported views and your app name is accounted as accounts. Then the URL patterns have been defined here, like the login, logout, and register. So there are basically three things which you do basically as a functions, that is login, logout, and register. Let's now have a look at the views. Here, these are the views.python. This is the views.python. Then here what you did from Django.contrib.authentication, you imported authenticate, login, and logout. From Django.shortcuts, you imported render and redirect. From Django.contrib.auth.models, you imported user. Then from the forms, you imported user registration form. From the contribution, you imported messages, and from HTTP, you imported HTTP response. Then there is a function named login user, and you have a request as the parameter. Then if request.method is equal to post, you get the username and password, or else you get the next home. You can go to the next part, you can go to the home part. Just suppose that whatever username and password you entered, that is not authenticated or that is invalid, then you cannot get inside the database, you cannot get inside the system. So that is what it means. Then for logout, what you need to do, logout means what? When your work is done, you do not want to have your account visible to everybody. That's why you log out from the system, so as to your your privacy is maintained. Then create user. Everyone doesn't have account from the start, so basically a person who wants to use our system have to create account in our system. So he needs to enter his username, password 1 and password 2. Password 2 is what? Confirming the password. Then he needs to enter his email. If the password did not match, it says that sorry, it's an alert and the password did not match. If username already exists, it says username has already been taken. If email already registered, if someone else has this already registered in your email, it says sorry, the duplication of email is not allowed. If the registration fails because of any reasons, in any of the prior reasons which are mentioned or any other reasons which you can think of, it says registration failed. And if the registration is successful, it says thank you for registering. Now we'll have a look at the HTMLs which I have in store for you. Yes, these are the HTMLs. So basically HTML means what? Hypertext it's sorry, hypertext markup language. So markup, it's a markup language. Basically, the structure of your writings, the structure of your website is basically done through this. So there are certain HTMLs for different product management. Like we are creating for this in this system, we are creating a poll to manage the product, whether the product needs to be delivered, whether the product needs to be encountered, whether the product needs to be stored, it needs to be enhanced. So we are basically creating a poll here. This is a method of enhancing the product or properly managing the product. Now let's do one thing. Now let's run the code and let's see what I mean to say to you and if you understood or not. So let's see. Python manage dot py run server. Cool. Now when I ran this, you can see I got this. So let's follow up. Okay. So now I'm in the home page. It says poll me, get this for the product, and we are going to poll something because we are taking here. What we are going to do is for the product, we are going to take inputs from different kinds of users. Like this is like a, you can say it's like a survey kind of thing. So now let me log in. This I'm already created Anish. This account is already created. So I'm already logged in. Let's start it. So just let's see this one. Song your space with stable amount can be radio among project. Method itself boy cell economic size different. So see method like Weber successful ground. I voted off this. So here see 13 votes are there. Public self special economy arrive for which I selected it has 13 number of votes. For the second option it had 8 and for the first option it had 11. So total 32 votes are there and this gets the maximum number of votes. So it says method took 40.6. This. Let's go back to polls. Now let's see this. Civil skin cost investment. This is an investment. So I said this. Pick voice myself South Sick walk those. Voted. So see 10, 10 and this 12. Me board lost blood. This is 12. So basically this wins. So this is what is literally my a user point. Now let's see the super user. Super user is what? A person who has all the account storage in himself, and that person is the admin. As I already said, you in Django we need to create a super user because super user is really required because that guy will have the entire authority over the dashboard. Now let's see. So here I have this opportunity. See, I have home also, I have polls also. So basically, I have all the opportunity to change the date, to change, I can see the votes. So what person has voted for me. Or this is basically to, what do you can say, to check the number of votes. This can't be done by a simple person, right? This is the admin dashboard. Then I can also add a certain poll and I can add the poll. So basically, this enhances the team, a supervising team to enhance the product, make necessary changes on the product depending on the the involvement of the user and the survey. So I hope you understood the working of this code. For more interesting project ideas, stay tuned to our channel. Thank you and have a great day.